welcome back to my channel. I wanted to share with you, remember I said in my makeup tutorial, if you watched it, I was going to do a hair thing. I've been doing a lot of research on different kinds of natural ways to help your hair, and as you can see, my hair is very greasy. It is gross, but the natural oils in your hair are very, very good for you. So I've come up with a little concoction. I wanted to make sure my hair was greasy with its natural oils prior to doing this, so that I would make sure that everything was good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through everything that I'm going to put together, and I'm going to explain to you what I'm doing and why I'm using it. So the first thing we have is, you can't really see it, and I don't want to spill it, but I melted a little bit of coconut oil. We're going to add safflower oil, a little bit of ground cinnamon, a little bit of lavender oil, lemongrass oil, rosemary oil, peppermint oil. So real quick, the safflower oil. I was doing some research, and hopefully I'm saying this right, but it is rich in oleic acid, which safeguards the scalp and the hair, improves the circulation in your scalp, which then helps stimulate hair growth. It keeps hydration and moisture in your hair as well. Don't mind me looking down, I'm reading. It also has antioxidants that prevent hair from internal stress and UV rays. It penetrates into the skin very easily because it's so light. As you can see, it's almost colorless, and it has a lot of fatty acids in it. Hoping that doing this will help my hair grow quicker. With winter here, it takes longer to grow, but as you can see, I have left my hair pretty greasy for a reason, because the natural oils in your head actually help your hair grow. Also, the longer you let your hair get oily, the less your scalp will produce that oil, which is beneficial in the long run. The reason it's beneficial is because if you're like me, who has thin hair, my hair will get greasy within the next 2 days. So I literally, the last time I washed my head was last Friday. It's Friday. So 7 days I went. Horrible. It was a pain. I just kept putting it up or wearing a hat. Lavender oil. It deep conditions. It adds shine, and it controls dandruff if you have that problem. Lemongrass. That strengthens the hair follicles and can also fight hair loss, which I'm hoping will help with my thyroid. Peppermint oil not only gives it a nice fresh smell and feel, it increases your circulation, which helps the hair follicles grow, also prevents hair loss as well. And rosemary oil, this also strengthens the circulation in your scalp for your hair follicles, and it prevents premature graying. So whatever's already gray, obviously it won't help that, but any premature grays that are trying to come in, it will help that. And it helps dry, itchy scalp also. So I'm now going to add all these. There's my coconut oil in there. You don't need a lot. I can't tell you exactly how much. Everybody's hair is different. Mine is very thin and light, so I'm not going to use much of the product.
I give in to the lesser fight. My body aches to be satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes.
It actually smells pretty good, and it just looks brown. I hope you can see that. I don't want to spill it. I'm going to pull down my greasy ass hair. Look. Just stays. Now I let this happen for a reason. I'm going to brush through it. As you can tell, all this is a week of not washing. I wanted it down to the tips, but that's the point of us. We're now going to wrap it. So what you need to do now is literally brush your grease, your oils through your hair.
I'm reaching out for the easy high. Please fortify this strength of mine.
Now if you can see that, that looks wet. That's not wet. That is actually my natural oils in my hair. It is gross to think that I haven't washed my hair, but this will help my hair grow. This will help my hair to know how much oil to make as time goes on. So the best bet is to comb this way for a little while, comb straight back for a little while, comb the other side, and then go upside down, which I'm going to do right now. While it's upside down, obviously it's not going to move, I'm going to use this comb. Do one more brush through. Scoot closer. Close enough for you to see that instead of reaching on this. Nice, right? Yeah. Okay, now we're going to, doesn't have to be even. Where is my hair tie? Oh, there it is. Okay. You want to make sure you get the oil on the tips first and work your way up, because all this natural oil is up here and we've brushed it through as much as we can, but as you can see, it doesn't merely reach the very bottom, so we're going to work from the bottom up. But first, I'm going to separate it. And put it in these little guys.
My body aches to be satisfied. My weakness.
It's in there. One more separate from the top to the middle. Now again, you don't need a lot of this. Even with thick hair, you don't need a lot of this. So that's why there's not much left. We've already done a little bit. This section is a little bit bigger than the bottom, so I'm going to take a little bit more, rub it in, and as you can see, I'm working from the bottom in.
My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes.
Now the last and final piece is the top. You do upside down first, so that you get the bottom pieces.
Please fortify this strength of mine. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes.
Start comb. Hello, Marley. Say hello, Marley. Surprised the dog didn't try to lick my head. I was waiting for that one. Okay. So, as you can see, I'm going to get a little closer here. Now the ends are a little bit more greasy. So that's good. That's what we want. We want it greasy. Now that we've combed through, we're going to use the rest to get into the scalp, because a lot of it has to do with your follicles and stimulating, so it has to get to the scalp.
And goes.
Just dabbing the tips, because I know a lot of women after having a baby, or even with your thyroid, all this tends to thin out. So we want to stimulate all the little follicles around that we feel like we're losing. And all you're doing is rubbing. Circular, up and down, however you want to do it. Down. Giving the scalp. I recommend using a brush that you can clean or that you're not going to use all the time, or that you're only going to use for these treatments, because you're going to have a really hard time getting the grease out. Now brush it through. After you've brushed it through, it doesn't have to be an even part because you're going to change it anyway, but I would just split it down the middle the best you can. Doesn't have to be perfect. Comb through, bobby pins, and cling wrap. Wrap it. Just like you would wrapping like they do to keep the hair straight. You're going to wrap it to keep the oils wrapped around your head. Okay, so if we're combing it over this way, we want to bring it around the other side. My hair is very short, so it's not going to take long to do this. And I'm going to use the bobby pins to hold it in place. Down to this last little section here. We're only wrapping it to keep the oils around the head, so it doesn't need to be perfect and it doesn't need to be flat or anything like that. This little thing that's going on up here, perfectly fine. Not a big deal. Bring it around town. The last part of it. I'm just going to do a quick, just so you can see. How'd you like that spin action? Yeah. Saran wrap. I've never actually saran wrapped my head, so this should be interesting. Okay, that was the most interesting thing I have done all day. I'm going to tuck it up and out behind my ear. I'm going to roll it up a little bit, and I did really good with everything except for the top. Let's do it again. Now, the saran wrap, in my opinion, will keep the oils doing its thing. Also, as tight as you can get it, which is not easy when you're doing it yourself, so a little bit of hair sticking out there. So now what you do is you stay looking crazy like this. It's up to you how you want to do it. You can do this as a mask and take it off after a little while. Because I let my hair go for a week without washing, I'm going to saran wrap it, keep heat. I'm going to jump in the shower, not going to touch my hair, and then I'm going to sleep with this overnight to let everything, I can actually feel little like tingles in my head. It's crazy. So that means I did good, because I am going to be walking around and stuff for the rest of the evening. I'm probably just going to do-rag it so that I keep some heat in. Molly, shut up. For goodness sake. Molly! Okay, I wanted to make sure it was wrapped. Yes, I know I look crazy, but it's all worth it. Breaking it down, we use safflower oil, we use cinnamon, we used coconut oil, we used lavender oil, we used lemongrass oil, we used peppermint oil, and rosemary. I can feel it, it's warm. So what I'm going to do is I am now going to take a shower. I'm not going to touch my hair. I'm not going to touch the rag. I'm not going to touch any of it. I'm going to sleep with it. And then I will come back and let you know and see what happens. Hopefully it works. And take it from there. So, until then, see you next time. Peace.